DBSCG things.
What's up, Yuhp gang? It's your boy Taxton and welcome back to Yuhp DBSCG things. And today we're bringing you another very exciting deck, guys. This is going to be the upgraded King Mechikabura deck after the new set, Realm of Gods. But before we get into it, guys, I do want to say if you want any custom mats and or sleeves, absolutely check out Pro Mats, guys. Best place to go get your custom card needs. Link will be in the description below for you guys to check them out. And also on the screen now, you can see that they are holding a monthly tournament via Discord at the second weekend of every single month with some great prizing here. You can come win some Pro Mat mats, TCG medal leaders, and also some booster boxes. So make sure that if this is something you're interested in, you use the links in the description below to go to this Discord and join it. With that being said, guys, if you guys enjoyed this deck profile or my content in general, make sure you guys smash all those buttons for me, like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every single time I upload a video. And with that being said, guys, let's spin this around and dive in. Alrighty, you guys, and here we are with the list that I've been promising everyone. We got King Mechikabura, and of course, like I said, this is a deck that my teammate Yuhp has been working on very heavily and doing very well with. So go ahead and tell us about your deck.
Hey guys, what to do? So this is King Meki. Leader's pretty simple. On the front side, you swing, search your life, search your deck, pick out 2 balls. You can search your deck and your life, same action, and slash or. On your wish, you have to have 7 balls in your drop, and you can just stand 1, draw 1, and then send a battle card from your opponent's drop to their warp. Got the medal leader, beautiful. Shout out TCG medals. So then when you awaken, when you attack, you draw, and then when you activate main, you can bottom deck a card from your hand, and you can either take over your opponent's battle card 4 or less, or give your leader triple strike or triple attack, which is really nice because auto is not once per turn. So that is draw 3. Very nice. So then we got our balls. We got for the 1-drop, which is free. It just warps itself, or it drops itself, and another ball, or a demon realm race, or a demon god. So then you draw 2, and you can send a battle card from your opponent's drop to their warp. There's a lot of that going on in this deck. Then this one, you can either give a battle card, or you can give any card, I believe. Yeah, you can just choose one of your cards, give it 5k, or you can make your opponent choose one of their 1-drops and send it to their warp. Very nice little body removal if you need it. Very techy. So you got all 7 balls. You can run as many of this copy in the deck as you want, but I like the 4-3 ratio. You want as many of this in your deck, you can only run 4.
Absolutely. So the 0 cost is basically the pitch target most of the time for the 1-drop?
Yeah, unless they're playing somebody, or unless you like want to survive if they awaken early and you're 10k, or if they're trying to get rid of some of your cards. It's nice.
Nice little 5k.
Nice little 5k whenever you need to get rid of it. Then I run 4 of the Toas, 4 of the Shrooms, or the Salsas. These are both very nice. This, when you play activate main on both of these, you can send up to 2 Dragon Balls or Dark Dragon Balls from your deck to your drop. You can choose up to, so that's very key. Then when you play both of them, your opponent's going to warp a card from their hand and draw a card. And then when you play her, she also warps a battle card. And with him, when you swing with him, he's going to warp a card from your opponent's drop area and also draw yourself a card. So he's very key. Draw power is very necessary on him. Most of the time you're going to be playing him, and that's where this ball comes in nice. Makes him a 20k if you need it. So then going on.
And Toa has no restriction on the removal too, right?
Yeah, no, she's really good.
So
She'll get rid of anything.
As long as the card doesn't have barriers gone, that's a pretty good card.
Yeah, it comes in key.
1 energy removal, I feel like, is a fantastic skill to have in a deck.
Oh yeah, any cost. It's very nice. And this card searches out either a demon realm race, a demon god, or it plays in unison. So it's very nice. Most of your cards are either demon realm race or demon gods. Search out super combos, search out your poutine. Very nice. Plays your unison if you haven't found it yet.
All the names of these cards make me think of Star Wars.
Yeah, Attack the Dark
Empire Strike Bats.
Attack of the Dark Empire. I believe
that's actually the name of a movie, isn't it?
Something
Dark
like that.
Empire
Very
Strikes
close.
Back.
Yeah. So then my unison of choice, Meki, Dark King Meki.
Ooh, the new spice!
The new one. He's very nice. This activate main, the constant cycling your deck is very nice. If you have a dead card in hand, you can find something better. I've been testing out bottom decking my balls to kind of make my leader draw 2 for as long as possible. That's nice. The auto, when you Spirit Boost, you get to get rid of a 3 or less battle card. So there's more removal. Or no, it's when you activate Swap, not Spirit Boost. But so very nice when you're activating Swap. Get rid of 3 or less, not bad removal.
And this card technically counts as 2 extra copies of the Unison, right? So you're technically running like 6 ways to get your Unison out turn 1.
Yep. If I don't see this in my hand turn 1, I at least want to try to see this, you know. And then,
yeah, absolutely. So that's a pretty good split, would you say?
Oh yeah, I think so. I tried Toa. Toa's really nice in this deck too. It's just something I'm testing right now. Another key thing about him is that he has a permanent that he can't attack if he has 3 or fewer markers. So he has to have 4 to attack. He does have Empower, so if you Empower 2 for him, when he comes out for 3 because you're tapping the 1, and then you can plus, he's 4, so that's nice. Then Power comes in very clutch, and it's very key with him, I feel.
1 energy, 20k.
Yeah.
And then it gives you more markers to play with for swap.
And then you also activated that main twice per that turn, so you can really cycle through a lot of your cards in this deck very quickly. Then I run 4 of this new Poutine. That's just a swap. When you play her, she searches top 3 for a Demon Realm Race or a Evil Wizard, a Demon Realm Race, or a Demon God. So that's nice. But when you activate swap, you need a bottom deck of cards, so kind of has some balance. And of course, when you activate swap, she returns to your hand.
And it's Spirit Boost as well.
It's Spirit Boost as well. So when you Spirit Boost swap, you can get rid of the 3 or less. You play her, or when you swap into her, and then she plays out a token when she's played. I run 4 of this new Poutine card, and then when you activate battle, you can pop that token, draw a card, standard active, and give her a 10k boost. So it's nice. She's a blocker. You can choose to use that as a dual attack or blocker or dual blocker as you see fit. I like this card a lot.
Very strong card.
And people just it adds up when you're playing out these 1-drops, and then you got 1 or 2 and you can keep on swapping depending on how many markers you get. And then you're also wiping the field as you do this. Nice. And then another swap target, the promotional Poutine. Yeah, show off the winner. It's a very good card in my opinion. Takes control of a 4 or less, so it's basically your same leaders activate main, but in a battle card, so you can kind of use that as you see fit. She's also a 5k blocker, so she's nice.
That's nice. And she doesn't skill negate, does she?
Nope, she's not. So when you take control of something, you can you get that double strike.
The actual effect, yeah.
Yep, and I believe she takes in active mode. So really, if you want to get a blocker, whatever you want.
Right, very strong, and it's the 4 or less, which is very strong right now against things like U7 Goku, and all their cards are 4 cost or less. So like you can just play this card and just take their 19 dual attack or whatever.
And it's another swap target.
Pretty powerful.
So that would take 2 cards on that. I've done that before. Take a 4 or less and pop the 3 or less. I did run on 1 of Vegeta. I love this card. I want to try to find room to run more, but right now it's just a 1 of. Tap 2. If your opponent has 3 or more cards in Warp, he comes out. He has Barrier, so he's more than likely coming out unless he's responded to.
Unless you're playing against blue.
Yeah, really? Blue, really. And then auto on play. You get to choose either one of your opponent's battle cards or a card on their hand and send it to their Warp. You don't get to see their hand, but you get to choose which one you're picking, so
free snag.
That's really nice. When you play him, it's basically you're getting something. And then auto, when he's in rest mode, once per turn, if your opponent swings at your leader, they need to warp a card from hand. So that's a little bit more hand control, kind of putting a price on your leader. He's nice when he's out. He's a double strike, so you're gonna swing with him. He's good. Good 1 of. And then I run a 2 of the Body Snatcher Ginyu. This is really good with your leader. You basically, he has to activate main. You send one of your cards that you took control of to its owner's drop area, and you can play him. So basically, you take control with your Meki or with your Poutine, and then you can swing with them or do whatever you want with them, and then play him for free. And he's just 20k double. He becomes 10 on your opponent's turn. He's nice. A little bit more pressure.
Free 20k double strike, you can't complain about that.
Yeah, no. And then I run, going to the negate package, a 3 of the support of the Dark Empire. This card is fantastic. Thank you, Bandai, for dropping this card. We needed this for black. It's the blocker. You rip a life if you have 5 or less life, and you can play out a blocker token. Gains blocker for the turn. It's free. You can tap 2 for it, but the great thing is free. And
the great thing is,
yes, this is what the best part about it. If you don't block with that token, which oftentimes you don't, you can just pop it with her, stand her to active again, get that additional draw, get the additional boost. Even if you do have blocker, I'd still use this over that because that's 25k.
And a lot of people don't realize that this card has a lot of versatility in terms of, here, let me see this real quick.
Oh, yeah.
In terms of the way you can actually sequence these. So like, let's say you did use it as a dual attack on your turn, right, in instant rest mode. Your opponent decides to start, you negate, right? You rip a life, you play your blocker. Now your opponent's going to want to attack. You're initially going to block immediately. So now you've redirected your the attack to this blocker, and you just activate battle. You pop the blocker, and then you restand your next blocker and draw a card.
And
so
attack
there's
just fizzles.
Yeah, and then the attack just fizzles. So this stops 2 cards. This if this on field stops 3 attacks instead of just 2. So very, very powerful card.
Great card. Yeah, thank you for that card again. We needed that. A lot of black decks needed this. This just really helped. Now all we need is the free play black negate with the unison.
Right. Free counterplay.
Yep. Oh yeah, counterplay.
I would argue this is the version of the free.
Yeah, no, it is basically. So we run a 2-2 split on these. Basically, this is a free negate if you have unison play. It does not negate the attack, but it will send a 15k or less battle card, ignore barrier to the warp. And it has an activate battle, where activate main / battle, where you can give a black leader card or battle card a 15k boost. So
is there a reason you're running a 1/1 split on the art?
No, I just like that.
No, I was about to say,
I know we have more.
I know
SPRs.
we have like a ton of these SPRs.
Just grab a water. I need a drink. Yeah, no, I like both of these card arts so much. I had to run a 1/1.
And this card comes in very clutch a lot, and I've been testing yellow, and this card walks all over me when I play yellow.
It really helps a lot because poutine.
Because I just feel like, yeah, exactly, like.
And you don't need to save it for the barrier, like.
Exactly, you really don't. But the big thing about it is a lot of cards like this say choose the attacking card.
Oh yeah.
This does not.
Yeah,
so you can like activate this on any attack and then just warp a problem card off the field, like you were
Same
saying
with this.
earlier. Like you mentioned poutine. Like me and you test religiously together. So like when I'm playing yellow, if this is hand and I have poutine in the field, you're just like, yeah, I don't even care what I'm activating this on. I'm just getting rid of poutine.
Exactly. Yeah.
Which is very powerful.
Yeah,
and plus, it does give your deck a little bit of barrier removal, which black honestly lacks in.
Yeah, I need this. It's key. I've tried to test it without it, but I feel like this card just comes. It comes in such clutch, especially when combined with this. Because I go for a higher bodies with this. This is basically the same thing, but you tap 1, negate the attack, so that's good, and it warps another battle card. So you can potentially stop 2 attacks with this. Not much to say. This is a great card. It's when you or your opponent has 3 or more cards in their warp. So basically, by the end of turn 1, turn 2, I've been doing my shroom and salsa, or no, my salsa and my toa, wherever they are.
Right. And also your balls.
Yeah, my balls. I'm there.
Leader
My leader awaken, everything. Yeah. The one thing I do have to say about all that sending to the warp and everything is with the U7, it really hurts. It really hurts because then this card. You're basically just focusing on your opponent's hand for their warp, and it's hard. Yeah. But
absolutely. I do feel like this card has a lot of value right now in the meta, since black is doing so well right now, and we have that 5-drop Trunks that provides the overwhelm power for a lot of black decks. Well, that card has a permanent when it's removed from the field, it's removed from the game. So this card, whether you negate its first attack or it's just on field and you negate a different attack, if you target the Trunks to warp, it's out of the game for sure.
This card does come.
Yeah, so in your black mirror matchup, pretty good.
Oh yeah, I've been considering going up to a 3, but I don't know. It's something that I'm testing.
I like this split though. 2/2 I feel like is pretty good.
Yeah, like I said, I'll go for lower bodies with this. I won't necessarily wait for barrier. Just if it's 15k or less, I won't really hesitate. Especially if they don't swing with it yet, and I know they're going to. It's nice. Throws them off guard. So then going into more negates. Those are the removal. Got my floodgate, poutine. Not much to say here. Tap 2, play it, you
the
get
one
to
that's locked to the leader.
Yeah, it's only Meki leader. If you bottom deck a card, your opponent can only attack. Or no, if they choose to attack, they have to warp 2 from hand. Usually they don't attack, sometimes they do. The good thing about him, or Poutine, is that when you play her, you get to choose to bomb deck that for the additional effect. So if it gets responded to, you do not have to warp that extra, or bomb deck that card, and it's not as costly. So not all the floodgates have that. She does. That's nice. Super combo, Sparking 5, Toa, searchable. You get Sparking 5 pretty early with your balls and your other cards. Not much to say there. Draw a card. Searchable. Very nice. I've been testing out 2 super combo MMOs. It's hard because you don't get necessarily down in life very quick, but something I've been trying out. Help against floodgates.
As long as you see it on your game-winning turn, right?
Yeah. That's all that really matters.
That's why it's a 2-0. Just as
2-0.
long as you can see that, but when
you're filtering so much too that you get to basically choose when you want this card.
Absolutely. So if it is in your hand early and it's dead, you just use the unison effect and get rid of it.
Yeah, the unison effect is really good for that, especially considering some of the techie stuff I run. It's very nice. Then I run a 1 of Bora. This can come in clutch. It's searchable. Is certain decks I'm afraid of certain things. I know when I want it. I know when I don't want it. I can bottom deck it. Basically, it's a tap 2 on your opponent's turn. You get to play this card and then auto, so it gets around barrier, deflect your opponent during your opponent's turn. When you play this card, choose one of your opponent's battle cards, can't attack or activate skills for the turn.
Okay, so you're gonna tell them the real reason you're running that, right?
I'm lost.
He said, I just paid 2 and stop your Vegeta SCR.
Yeah, basically. Yes, exactly.
He's like, you can't swing nor activate main.
It comes in clutch with a lot of cards, but yeah. Right now, Vegeta is what you need to worry about.
Absolutely.
It's harsh.
Yeah, this card's pretty good.
Yeah. 1 of, if I see it, I see it. If I don't, it's whatever. Another 1 of, Dark Mask King. Love this card. Like I said, I can see it when I want to see it. I filter a lot. Basically, tap 4. If your opponent has 3 or more cards in their warp, you play it. When it attacks, you send 2 more, and if they have 8 or more, if they have 10 or more in their warp, you switch him to active mode. He has a triple strike, and he has another auto once per turn. If your opponent negates his attack with this card, they need a warp of life. So that's fantastic. You're getting your money, and he has deflect, so he's coming out unless someone has barrier.
Yeah, unless you're reversing green.
Or yeah,
which in that case you just don't play him. That's why he's a 1 of.
Yeah, 1 of is very techy. Like I said, if I need him, I usually find him. If I don't, I know my matchups. Love this card. Won many games with him. Considering running him to a 2, but he's not searchable, so 1 is where he stays. Dark Mask King, or Nye's the Dark King Meki. Tap 4, similar effect. I think you have to have. Nope, just a leader or Meki only leader. You can play him auto. He warps your opponent's field, and then choose 2 battle cards in your opponent's warp, 7 or less, and play them. I believe they need to have different names. Yep, different card names. Play them skill negated. That's nice. So you're getting. He's a double strike. He's deflect. You're getting possible 4 damage off. Double strike. 2 more cards. He's nice. Searchable. Then we got 1 of Brainwash No More. This card is great. I hold on to him for his activate main. You tap 1, you take 1 life. You don't take any more damage for the turn. Comes in great when someone dumps whole hand. That's happened multiple times. You're not safe when you dump on attack for some black because of this card. And then if I'm going for game, he's also Overwhelm. I do have to wait. There's a reason he's 1 of, because I can't warp my balls. So he's the last resort. He's after I've used my leader's 2nd skill, because I do have to remove my balls from the game to get triple attack. So he's my last resort. He's nice. Overwhelm 6.
I was about to say, I've got clapped by that Overwhelm many times. Just thinking, King Meki doesn't Overwhelm.
Nobody's going to see it coming.
His turn's over. Oh, yeah? Here you go.
And then, like I said, if I don't feel confident doing that, I just hold on to him as long as I can. And if I don't need him, get rid of them. Really want this out turn 1 just throughout the whole game. Will keep your hand consistent and keep things where they need to be. It's very nice. You're drawing a lot. You're bottom decking a lot.
And he's 20K,
you're seeing a lot.
And he's a 20K unison that gets played turn 1.
Yeah, so you're not going to swing it as often with him. If they are, they probably got a combo in, and whatever's taking your opponent's resources is good. Good by me. I don't even care. I'll take a mark at that point. And then once he gets to 4, you can start swinging. But going on, got the double striker. I just recently started playing this. My teammates have been really telling me to try this. I did not like it before because I wanted to stay as close to black as I can. I know I run a little bit of green, but I want to stay as close to black as I can. But this card is coming clutch. Like I've been saying.
Within testing, we have seen him lose too many games because he didn't have a Champa double in hand. Just to push on the 2 life.
Especially putting on my leader with a triple attack.
Yeah, Versace forced Wub to play this card. For some reason, my own team, and I preach this on my channel all the time. If you're going to play Dragon Ball Steeper, play this in your deck. I don't care what deck you play this in your deck. It'll get you games.
And it has so far. I'm changing my mind.
Yeah, so I can't believe we even had to force this. But yeah, that was a thing.
But yeah, it's very good. Love this card now. And now, Secret of Choice, Bumpa-da-ba, Majin Buu. Very good card. Counter.
I like your style, Will.
The one of King has rubbed off on me. Don't forget.
We got a total of 7 one-ofs.
Yup, love them. Like I said, I've been able to see this stuff too. I play this deck pretty often, and it's not hard to see your stuff, especially the way that you got your triple strikers, your double strikers. It's nice. But this secret, counter. If your opponent counters a non-leader card attack, tap 3, he goes in a Demon Realm Race or a green deck. Demon Realm Race leader. So he does not have any specified color. He's just a 3-drop. Double strike. Not much to say there. Counters the counter. So if I'm going in for game, I can say, and they say no, I can say yes. If I'm not even going in for game yet, if I just want to keep putting on pressure, I've used that multiple times just for more pressure. The unison, if you get him up to a high number, you're swinging with him a couple times, play him and then play another one. He's nice. Not much to say there, yeah?
Yeah, I was about to say, I've seen you stop my baby hatch with that card, so
yeah,
it's a thing.
Yep.
It's a thing. It's something you don't expect from black. To be quite honest, I was playing Soul Striker against this deck one day, and I was like, oh yeah, baby hatch, and he was like, yeah, well, tap 3, yeah, put that in the drop area. And I was like, oh, okay.
It's harsh, though, because I was versing yellow the other day, and I said, counter, and he said, I'll counterplay your counter with the yellow Super 17, so... you gotta watch your decks.
That game was on stream. That was a good game.
Yeah, it was. So that's the deck.
Secret rare.
It's pretty consistent. I believe the number's at a 56, 54 range, somewhere around there.
Which technically, if you just minus the balls, which you're gonna get within the first 2 or 3 turns.
Yep.
That's a 40-something card list, which is nice.
It's nice. It works. It has been going well for me so far. The poutines have been making it feel a lot more aggro, so I really like the new spice.
And plus, I really feel like with Wish decks, having a higher deck count is good because you have a less chance of having a lot of balls in your life.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. I've heard horror stories of people ending up with 6, 7 balls in their life. Luckily, the most I've ever hit is 5. So that was still a rough game. That was only at home. That's good. The hard matchups, though, you gotta watch out. Green, obviously. They're going to be getting rid of your battle cards, your draw power. Yellow's rough. Slug is really rough. I just discovered that maybe 2-3 days ago. Have not been the same since.
Is there any type of recommendation you would give any players watching that play this deck religiously that suffered a slug? Because when we did this matchup, it was bad.
You don't draw because you're getting rid of cards from hand, and you should be drawing from that just to even everything out, but you're not drawing, so you're just negging.
You're just ditching 2 to try to awaken your leader every single turn.
Yeah.
Which that really sucks. So is there anything that you would consider being a way to get rid of them?
I'd say the best option is don't even let them hit field. Counterplay if you can. try to get rid of him as soon as possible. If he does hit field, something I've been thinking about is Godstrike Beerus. He's a very good card. He's over here. Let me show him. He chooses a skill on a card and he gets rid of it. So he can choose barrier. He's not choosing the card itself. So that's nice. That's 2 energy. Another option you have is demonic absorption, but that's 3. So depending on how you go about it, this only gets rid of barrier. So after that, you have to get rid of the card itself. You have to use your leader skill. You have to use Toa, whatever you're using. That's going to cost more resources. So it's kind of up to you. This is my option, or this is my choice. Godstrike Beerus, because then you can take control of it. You can do Ginyu. You can do your stuff. But yeah, try not to let him hit field. Other than that, you do well against like other black decks. I've milled out Goku Black because you're milling cards from their hand with your stuff. You know, you're doing a little bit of milling in a way. I don't know if I would consider it that, but you're doing something. It throws them off guard a lot of the times. It hurts Sparking decks. Sparking decks really hurt against this because turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, you're doing your balls. You're keeping them very low. I've had games where people think that they're good by like turn 3, turn 4, go to Sparking Negate, and they're like, wait a second. They count it out, and they're like, nope, I have to take that.
Absolutely, and this deck like naturally has like a great matchup against the new blue Godku deck, which wants to put like 5 Saiyans in the drop area.
Yeah, I feel bad.
And you're just like every single time you do that, you're like, I'll do a ball now. Go ahead and move it.
You know, shout out to the guy who had to drop his whole hand in the combo phase just to awaken in that turn. It was like turn 3, and he was like, I can't awaken. So he just started comboing out that phase. He awakened. It's rough. Like I said, U7 hurts against this deck because you're not sending any of their stuff. You can't get any of your big boys active. All your best bet is just keep